What comes to mind when we say a virtuous woman? A model of perfection or an unreachable ideal, or perhaps a real achievable goal? In the next few minutes, we will be exploring the concept of a virtuous woman as depicted in the Book of Proverbs, specifically Proverbs 31. This passage paints a picture of a woman of noble character, admired for her qualities of trustworthiness, industriousness, resourcefulness, compassion, strength, dignity, wisdom, and a deep reverence for God. She is not a figure of unattainable perfection, but a real everyday woman who serves as a role model for all women. This virtuous woman embodies character, integrity, and faithfulness in all aspects of life. As we delve into this journey together, we will be unveiling these characteristics one by one to better understand what it truly means to be a virtuous woman. So, join us on this journey as we unveil the characteristics of a virtuous woman. Firstly, a virtuous woman is trustworthy. She is a faithful partner. Trustworthiness is a quality that shines brightly in her character. It's a virtue that is deeply embedded in her actions, her words, and her spirit. This trustworthiness is beautifully encapsulated in the Book of Proverbs, specifically in Proverbs 31, verses 11 and 12. The scripture tells us, "Her husband has full confidence in her and lacks nothing of value. She brings him good, not harm, all the days of her life." The virtuous woman's trustworthiness is not fleeting or conditional. It's steadfast and unwavering, providing a solid foundation for her relationships. Her trustworthiness extends beyond her partnership. It radiates outward, touching all who are blessed to know her. This trustworthiness, a blend of reliability and faithfulness, is a testament to her integrity and character. Her trustworthiness is a pillar of strength in her family and community. Next, a virtuous woman is industrious. She works with her hands willingly. This is a crucial aspect of her character as outlined in Proverbs 31, 13, 16. The scripture paints a picture of a woman who is not afraid of hard work, who embraces diligence and perseverance. Industriousness is about more than just physical labor. It's about commitment. It's about tenacity. A virtuous woman is proactive. She anticipates the needs of her family and takes action. She doesn't wait for things to happen, she makes them happen. She rises while it is yet night, providing food for her household and tasks for her maidens. She considers a field and buys it, and with the fruit of her hands she plants a vineyard. She is a woman of action, a woman of resolve. Her industriousness ensures the well-being of her family and adds value to her community. Industriousness indeed is a mark of a virtuous woman. A virtuous woman is also resourceful. She makes sound financial decisions. This unique characteristic of resourcefulness is seen in Proverbs 31, 16. Here, the virtuous woman is described as one who considers a field and buys it, and with the fruit of her hands, she plants a vineyard. In essence, she is not only financially savvy, but she also understands the value of hard work and the rewards it can yield. She carefully assesses opportunities, not rushing into decisions but taking time to weigh the pros and cons. This virtue of resourcefulness extends to all areas of her life, from managing her family's finances to ensuring her household runs smoothly. She uses her skills and abilities to their fullest potential, creating opportunities where others might see none. Through her resourcefulness, she is able to provide for her family, ensuring their needs are met. This quality is not about being wealthy or having an abundance of resources. Rather, it's about making the most of what one has. Her resourcefulness ensures her household's prosperity and stability. Compassion and generosity are hallmarks of a virtuous woman. These qualities, deeply ingrained in her character, shape her interactions with others and her perspective on the world. They are not occasional acts but a way of life for her, a testament to her noble character. In Proverbs 31:20, we see a vivid depiction of these traits. The virtuous woman extends her hand to the poor, and she stretches out her hands to the needy. Her heart is not contained within the walls of her home. It reaches out to those in need, those who are struggling, and those who are less fortunate. Her compassion is not selective, it is universal. She doesn't turn a blind eye to the suffering in her community. Instead, she actively seeks to alleviate it. Her compassion motivates her to action. It is not merely an emotion, but a force that compels her to extend a helping hand. Her compassion is active, not passive. Alongside her compassion, her generosity shines brightly. She doesn't give out of excess or surplus, but out of a heart that understands the value of sharing. She knows that her resources are not solely for her benefit. Rather, they are also tools she can use to bless others. Her generosity is not just material, It's also seen in her time, her effort, her words of encouragement, and her acts of kindness. She gives without expecting anything in return, understanding that the act of giving is its own reward. These qualities of compassion and generosity do more than simply characterize the virtuous woman. They influence her interactions with everyone she encounters. They shape her actions, her decisions, and her priorities. They compel her to make a positive difference, to leave an impact that extends beyond her immediate circle. Through her compassion and generosity, she becomes a beacon of hope, a source of comfort, and a symbol of love to those around her. She embodies the spirit of giving, the essence of kindness, and the power of empathy. Her compassion and generosity extend beyond her household, positively impacting her community. This is the virtuous woman, a woman of noble character, a woman of compassion and generosity. Lastly, a virtuous woman embodies strength, dignity, wisdom, and a fear of the Lord. These are not just words, but qualities that define her character, shape her actions, and guide her life's journey. Let's delve into these qualities, starting with strength. Proverbs 31:25 tells us, "Strength and dignity are her clothing, and she laughs at the time to come." Strength here is not just physical, but emotional and spiritual. It's the kind of strength that enables her to face life's challenges with courage and resilience. Alongside strength, she wears dignity as a garment. Dignity is about self-respect, about carrying oneself with grace and decorum. A virtuous woman understands her worth in the eyes of God and does not compromise her values or integrity. She treats others with respect and kindness, and in turn, earns respect from those around her. Next, we have wisdom. Proverbs 31:26 reads, "She opens her mouth with wisdom, and the teaching of kindness is on her tongue." Wisdom goes beyond mere knowledge or intelligence. It's about discernment, about understanding right from wrong, about making decisions that align with God's principles. A virtuous woman speaks with wisdom, sharing her insights and experiences to educate and inspire others. She uses her words not to tear down, but to build up, to teach kindness and love. Lastly, but most importantly, a virtuous woman fears the Lord. Proverbs 31:30 states, "Charm is deceptive and beauty is fleeting, but a woman who fears the Lord is to be praised." The fear of the Lord is not about being afraid, but about reverence, respect, and awe. It's about recognizing God's sovereignty and aligning one's life with His commandments. A virtuous woman understands that her true worth comes not from her physical attributes or accomplishments, but from her relationship with God. These qualities, strength, dignity, wisdom, and fear of the Lord, are intertwined, each one enhancing the other. They shape a virtuous woman's character, influencing how she thinks, how she acts, how she treats others, and how she lives her life. They enable her to be a beacon of light in her family, in her community, and in the world. These qualities form the bedrock of a virtuous woman's life, enabling her to live a life of integrity and faithfulness. She is not perfect, but she strives each day to grow in these virtues, to be a woman of noble character, as described in Proverbs 31. In doing so, she brings honor to God and becomes a source of blessing to those around her. In conclusion, a virtuous woman is a blend of many admirable qualities. She is trustworthy, a pillar of reliability not only for her partner but also for those who rely on her. She is industrious, working diligently with her hands and providing for her family's needs. She is resourceful, managing her affairs with wisdom and making sound financial decisions that secure her family's future. Moreover, she is compassionate and generous, stretching out her hands to those in need within her community. She carries herself with strength and dignity, radiating confidence and grace in the face of life's challenges. With wisdom and faithful instruction on her tongue, she educates and mentors those around her. Above all, she fears the Lord, honoring Him in all her actions and decisions. These qualities are not unattainable. They are achievable, and within each of us lies the potential to embody them. May we endeavor to embody these qualities in our lives, becoming virtuous women who impact our families and communities positively.